So, Ryan Garcia, 19-0 with 16 KOs. He's taking on Francisco Fonseca, 25-2-2 with 19 KOs. Anaheim, California, on the DAZN, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern with the undercards and leading all the way up to the main event. He fought Tevin Farmer to a unanimous decision. Remember that Gervonta Davis fight that a lot of people felt was really close up until the stoppage. That was back down at 130. This fight is taking place at 135 pounds. So already right there, Ryan Garcia has the weight advantage. Let's see here. Ryan Garcia ranked number 4 by the WBC, number 6 by the WBO. Surprisingly, nowhere by the IBF, and number 2 by the WBA. So I wonder which route he's going to take. Because if you don't know, Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez looks like that's heading to PBC, ESPN pay-per-view in the end of May. And then you have Javier Fortuna and Luke Campbell that's supposed to be in May or June here in the States. And then the winner of that fight has to fight Devin Haney. So it looks like a WBC shot is out. They're talking about trying to get Ryan Garcia a title shot this year, 2020. So it's looked like it's not going to be WBC. I'm going to put my money on maybe WBA, depending on what Ryan Garcia is going to do. I mean, what Gervonta Tank Davis is going to do. Because they're going to have to order, and then already Oscar De La Hoya is talking it up. Now, what don't seem as though they want to go the WBO route. It's going to be interesting. And Tank Davis's 2020 is supposed to be Leo Santa Cruz. Looks like that's going to go through. Possibly Lomachenko. And maybe another opponent. You know, maybe Abner Maris or some shit like that. But looking at it right now, I believe his 2020 is supposed to be Tank Davis and possibly Lomachenko. No bullshit. They may try to do that at the end of the year. So as you can see, Jorge Linares is right there. So regardless, Ryan Garcia, if he wins against Fonseca, his next fight is going to be against Jorge Linares if Jorge Linares wins. So here, let's open that up. Also, we got to go check out the dude. We're going to watch some tape on Mr. Samuel Cote Nakwaye, who Blair the Flair Cobbs. Now, the thing about Linares is you never know what you're going to get, man. He don't seem like he's broken in regards like to his heart. You know how certain fighters, when they lose time after time, you know, like they just seem like they don't got no heart no more. He don't seem like that type of fighter. But at the same time, you know, I mean, I always liked Pablo Cesar Cano, his last loss. Then he had a comeback fight over in Japan. And now he's back against this Carlos Morales. How many knockouts do you have? This is who Linares is fighting. 8 KOs. And he lost to Ryan Garcia. So he's fighting a Ryan Garcia leftover. A guy who had a majority decision against Ryan Garcia. And I'm pretty sure I covered this fight. Isn't this the fight where Ryan Garcia, the post-fight interview, he was like, you know, he wasn't looking good and he apologized and all type of shit like that? So basically, Jorge Linares is fighting a journeyman, pretty much. A Ryan Garcia journeyman. Carlos Morales. This is who Jorge Linares is fighting. And then, no, it wasn't Duno. It wasn't Duno. And then you have Blair Cobbs, who, in fact, let me go back to that clip real quick. We got to pull that up. Come on. We got to pull that up. Let's go back to that clip of dude scaring the shit out of Blair Cobbs. Blair Cobbs was talking that shit. Dude was like, I'm going to fuck you up. So here's this dude. Samuel Cote Nakwaye. I think I said that shit right? He 36. Oh, shit. Dude looked like he was like 19. Oh, nah. Hold up. We're going to the clip right now. Give me a couple minutes. I'm pulling up the tape. I'm not even a couple. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I got the tape. So first, let's start right here. Let's start right here. This was the best part of the press conference. Let's start right here.
On the zone. I'm really excited for this fight. Really excited for the next two gentlemen I'll be calling up to the podium. Right. Let me first call up. A fighter who has been taking the boxing world by storm. He's a very flamboyant.
All right, disclaimer for those who just got here: parental discretion is advised.
Very colorful, which I love. He's very, and he backs it up. He backs it up. He dresses sharp. He wears no shirt. And he backs it up. It can be 20 degrees in Philly and you still wear no shirt. I mean, he gets inside the ring and he backs it up. I mean, that's how amazing this young man is. So
Oscar really likes talking about backing it up.
Record of 13-0 and 9 knockouts. Let's welcome Blair the Flair Cobbs.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is Blair the Flair, the most exciting man in boxing. I would like to pay homage in all respect to everyone here on Golden Boy staff. You guys are doing a wonderful job. All the people from DAZN for putting on such a big card. It's a fantastic opportunity to once again grace this world with true talent and excitement. It's great being on the undercard of such a great talent as Ryan Garcia, my boy. And hey, you can't get no better in entertainment or in boxing. So with that note, I'll leave you with the infamous, woo! The most exciting man in boxing is gonna come and take over the division, the welterweight division. You cannot stop it, because I am here to stay.
So, I'm not a Blair the Flair Cobbs fan, but listen in very carefully.
Thank you, Blair.
And tell me how old you think this man is, if you don't know already. The one's about to come up to the mic.
He will be defending his NABF welterweight title in a 10-round clash against a young man who is going to bring it. Who is going to bring it. He's ready. He's prepared. It's going to be a great fight. Let me introduce to you Samuel Cody. Samuel.
First of all, I give you big thanks to God. I give you big thanks to Oscar de Area. Friday night, I knock you out. I take the best from you.
Woo! You can't stop the great one. You can't stop the great one.
Trust me. Trust the God. I take the best from you. I fuck you up. I fuck you up. I knock you out.
I will fix you so you can speak real English.
Trust me. I fuck you. I'm ready for you.
I am the bad.
I'm ready for you. I'm ready. I knock you out.
I hope you can.
Okay, I'll be ready for you. Friday night, trust me. I knock you fuck out.
Hey, come and get it. Woo! Because I'm sexy, baby.
I'm telling you. Woo! Woo!
So yeah, definitely told him he was gonna fuck him. Here he is. He is 36 years old, 23-2 with 16 KOs. Samuel Kote Nikwaye. Nikwaye. He is number 1 ranked, 147 pounder out of Ghana. But here's the thing. This is only his second fight in 4 years. He's fought Sergio Gomez. God knows where in Miami somehow he ended up down there. And before that, he fought Anthony Peterson. And you know Anthony Peterson, Lamont Peterson brother, don't ever be fighting. This was back in 2016. And now he's fighting Blair the Flair Cobbs. So you know what? I'm rooting for him. You think he can do it? 36 years old. You think he can do it? So that's 3 fights right there I'm interested in on the card. Here's actually the full card right here. Obviously, Ryan Garcia versus Fonseca. Linares versus Morales. Rocha, that's how you pronounce his name. Or I forgot how to pronounce it. Well, Brad Solomon. Blair Cobbs versus Cote. And that's it. Bakhtimir Kuzyaev versus Marco Antonio Parabon.